Excuse, sir.
Well,
you know we're live on TV.
We're live on television right now, sir.
What's up? No. We're live.
Well, a strange interruption on the red carpet before the BET Awards yesterday. Security officers stepped into the middle of a live interview and told everyone involved in the production to move. The host and a lot of people watching at home were confused as to what was happening, and we still don't know why he did it. And once the award show got started, there were plenty of other big moments out there. The top honor at the BET Awards goes to Black Panther for Best Movie, and the show switched things up, giving the Humanitarian Award to 6 everyday heroes. That group included Anthony Borges, a student who was shot while helping save his classmates during the school shooting in Parkland, Florida, James Shaw Jr., the Waffle House hero, and Mamoudou Gassama, the African immigrant in France who scaled a building to save a dangling child. We were calling him Spider-Man.